I think when I always say that Ten Hag is the best thing that has ever happened to Manchester United ever since Alex Ferguson left in 2013, I think you really now agree with me, because this game of football has really come to a time when all of us thought that maybe it was a time for Ten Hag to make changes, but he had made a very thorough research of the team of Reading, and he knew that if at all I really went weak and not go strong, maybe my team will be really traumatized by this side coming from the championship. And obviously that was the case even with the first team on the field of play. First half ended 0-0 and Casemiro came on through and scored a brace. Freddy came on through and really scored the third one in a game that I've called the Brazilian massacre in a very different side altogether. Freddy with a goal and an assist, Antony with an assist, and obviously Casemiro with 2 goals in this game of football. Bruno has also registered his assist in this game of football, continuing his run of really increasing the goal involvements ever since he scored against Manchester City. Welcome to United Matters channel. Manchester United 3, Reading 1 at Old Trafford. 4th round of the FA Cup. United is now through to the 5th round of the FA Cup in a way that really looked easy, but we needed to put in an extra effort, and we required for the brilliance of Casemiro to come out and really break the dreadlock, especially in the second half, because the way he scores is really important for the game of Manchester United. The game reaches the 60th minute when it's still 0-0, then it really goes out of our reach, because Reading had started to believe after halftime that, all right, if we've survived at halftime, I think we can defend this game of football and maybe hit them on the break at once and score a goal against Manchester United. But thank God that at the beginning of the first half, Casemiro breaks the dreadlock through a very good Antony pass that was really sublime. And then Casemiro did a dink over the goalkeeper, Brazilian style, and today it has been a Brazilian massacre or a Samba massacre for Manchester United, because 3 Brazilians were the only ones that were involved into these goals, and another one called Bruno Fernandes, because Casemiro with 2 goals, Freddy with the assist, and another one assist coming in from a player called Antony. So Ten Hag really watched this game very well, and he started it before and knew how hard it's going to be, because these championship sides really run a lot. They run a lot and they're tenacious. Their physicality is undoubted. That's why you saw to it that in the first half they put their bodies on the line and we couldn't find ourselves through past their defense. But I believe it was all about us lacking composure to break them down. If we really had a little bit of patience sometimes, we would have broken this team down in the first half. But obviously, each and every time we went on and on without scoring a goal, pressure mounted Manchester United. At the beginning of the game, pressure was on Reading. But around the 20th minute, pressure piled onto Manchester United because we had the possession, we had the shots, but at the end of the first half, we only had one. Was it 2? We had only 2 shots on target. That's it. So it shows you how pressure had mounted on these players that they couldn't compose themselves to really concentrate in a way that could really lead to United getting a lead in the first half. But obviously, we win the game, and nevertheless, it's Casemiro coming to our rescue. And now I think the debate has to be closed of who is the best CDM in the Premier League, because this guy came from La Liga when he's the best CDM in the world. You get? He came to the Premier League, and Premier League they're talking about Rodri, Casemiro, Fabinho, Jorginho. As we speak right about now, no one comes close to this guy known as Casemiro. The assists, the goals, the way he breaks play, the way he really builds that play of Manchester United from deep areas of the midfield. It shows you how important this guy is to Manchester United. And you saw to it that when he got out, we lost the midfield battle and we even conceded. We couldn't handle the pressure for this team known as Reading, and it shows you that Casemiro is really great, but I think he deserves to be rested, because when you look at the second red card that goes to Andy Cole, it was like he was wanting to finish the player. You get? He came in with a double foot, and obviously Casemiro was wise enough to at least lift his foot up a little bit and not get really fouled to get injured, but he was sent off. And obviously it was like the game plan of Paul Ince was like, if we get out Casemiro, we win this game of football. And he was, every player that came to Casemiro close to him of Reading was really following him, and after he really went out, however much the game was 3-0, this is how the corner comes in through, and obviously they score against us. It was a free header. Oh, Casemiro was there. He was still on. It was a free header, and obviously we conceded in the 72nd minute. Look at how we conceded, and I believe we shouldn't allow free headers in our box, because I think even Ten Hag is going to tell the players that please don't allow these free headers, because this is what we considered against Arsenal. We've gone ahead to concede the same goal against a team called Reading, and this shouldn't be acceptable because we had taken long without conceding goals from set piece, not until Arsenal came in through and really hit us, and Crystal Palace. And that shows you that in the previous 4 games we've played, we've conceded 3 goals from the set pieces. That shouldn't be happening to Manchester United, because a set piece should come in through when it's really great and it's a masterpiece for us to concede it. But if at all it's a usual set piece, we shouldn't really find ourselves into a losing position or a conceding position of a free kick. Against Crystal Palace, in the dying minutes was a set piece at a free kick. Against Arsenal, the first goal was a set piece. And against a team called Reading at Old Trafford, the goal has come from a set piece. So we need to really work onto that to see that we really go ahead and do the needful. United, Marcus Rashford failed to score his 10th goal consecutive at Old Trafford today. He came in with his effort and he scored that goal, but Weghorst was ruled out outside, but was ruled out offside. But he really had a very good effort. That is Marcus Rashford, that he had really put into the back of the net in the 36th minute, and obviously his run came dry at Old Trafford. That is Marcus Rashford heading the ball home and obviously celebrating with Weghorst. But obviously Weghorst was marginally offside when Casemiro played the ball, when Casemiro played the through ball, which ricocheted into the striker's path for him to set up Rashford with a header. That would have been a record for Rashford too, but he had to go ahead and really look for another goal to really reinforce that record at Old Trafford. Scored again 10 consecutive games at Old Trafford for Manchester United. So United, after all those, Rashford was taken off, Garnacho came on through, Pelestri came on through, Elanga came on through, Freddy came on through, and who else came on through? Kobe Manu also came in through and really played a very beautiful game of football. But obviously, all in all, it's like we've won. Today's a Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. 3-4 days from now, we are going to be playing a side called Nottingham Forest in a return of the Carabao Cup. Remember, we beat them 3-0 at their place. They're coming to Old Trafford. I think Ten Hag is going to go strong. He's not going to really rest any player. He's going to come out strong with the central defense of Rafael Varane and Lisandro Martinez. But all in all, it's good to see that we are really winning. Having lost to Arsenal and drawn with Crystal Palace, we are back on a winning run. 2 games won consecutively, and I believe we can stretch this lead again and obviously win and score very many goals. But Antony today, he has been really a very different kind of player altogether. He created the first goal, but I believe in the first half, if at all he went in for such efforts like he did for Casemiro in the first half, he would have got himself close to 2 or 3 assists, because on several occasions he went in for a curling effort and he was not on target. And today, I think, did he have a shot on target today? I think most of the shots were off target that he redirected the goalkeeper of Reading. But I think that's the composition that he really deserves at the 18 yards box area. Raise up your foot like we are going to shoot, and then release players such that they score goals like this one of Casemiro, because Casemiro comes in through and really does justice to the effort of a player called Antony, because Antony did the unexpected and he caught all the backline of Reading off guard. That's Casemiro for you, and that's why he did that. And he dinked the ball over the goalkeeper, and it was really good effort from a man known as Antony. But these efforts, they are good when they really go onto the back of the net, but every time it doesn't, then you don't look like you've done something productive for the team. That is Antony for you, going in for a curling effort, close to 3-4 3, 4, 5 times in this game of football, and they're all off target, meaning that he needs to find himself in a better curling position. If not, he goes in for answers, because every time he goes into that area and corner, defenders will know he's going to curl that ball into or towards goal. Then if he goes in for a different concept altogether, like he did for Casemiro and found him out from the deep areas of the midfield, and Casemiro make that run, he tracks the run, plays in the ball, and Casemiro does a dink, that will be better for us, because I want Antony to be playing like how he's been playing today, cutting inside in half spaces. I don't want to see him playing wide, and he's improving onto this, that he's cutting inside a lot and causing trouble. That's what we've been calling up all about. That's what we've been calling about Antony, and he has gone ahead to show us that he can really do that game in, game out. So to me, Antony has really played very well. Casemiro played very well. Malacia played very well. Though we looked a little bit loose when Casemiro got out, and we almost conceded the second one, though the player really looked like he never wanted to go for a shooting effort. He was so much concerned of making chopbacks to sit down defenders, but the numbers retract back or recovered well, and they really gave us a very good defensive line, and United won the game of football. But that was all what the game of football was all about. United winning another game of football in the FA Cup, and I think we are waiting to see what the draw is going to say about us in the next round, because we are having Man City through and Tottenham Hotspur is through. Then we might see another team coming in through at a side called Old Trafford. Then let's go to the stats as they really looked like. 25 shots, Reading had 4, 6 shots on target. This is what I've been talking about, that we lacked composure in front of goal and patience, because 25 shots, we need to be having like 12 shots on target. So we lacked that composure in front of goal. That's why we have just 6 shots out of 25, meaning that 19 shots, we are not really having direction. Shots, Reading 2, and they had one came into their goal. 79% possession by United, 21% by Reading, 636 passes completed by United, 177 passes completed by Reading, 88% passing accuracy by Manchester United. Reading had 61%, 10 fouls by Manchester United and 9 fouls by Reading. 1 yellow card to Manchester United, 0 to Reading, and 1 red card to Reading. That was to Ande Caro. 0 to Manchester United, 3 offsides for Manchester United, 2 offsides for Reading, 8 corners for Manchester United, 1 for Reading. And obviously, the game was all one-sided according to me, and we had everything to do to really break it down. So guys, thank you for watching in through. I think we are returning with the player ratings in the next few minutes from now, because I believe that I couldn't do a live video because my internet is really disturbing me, and I don't want to be having internet that really breaks when I'm really doing a live stream. So guys, your reactions to this game. Weghorst, I believe you've seen how good he is, and if at all you feed him in those balls, you get him onto target, and he's going to really score. Again today, he never had a clear-cut chance, but he really made that press. He led the press very, very well. Playing his first game at Old Trafford, he didn't score, but he put in a lot of effort for the team. And secondly, David De Gea doing well, and he almost was like on a sleeping spree of goal, because he had nothing to do apart from the first half with that shot that really had or called for his saving, especially when Malacia really controlled that ball poorly and it went to the vicinity of the player called, was it under call or Ince? Tom Ince, the son to the manager of Reading. So I'm waiting for your reactions as you smash the like button. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Ten Hag through to the 5th round, which wasn't an easy game because it looked like the deadlock had really failed us to really break. But Casemiro, the Brazilian, broke it in a very good style of football with a very good goal. 2 beautiful goals for Casemiro, and obviously United has been put through to the next round. May the Almighty bless you abundantly. I think I'm saying bye-bye for now. See you later, and I'm returning with the player ratings in a nick of time.